your boy DJ Rick, man. We'll step your game up, the youth project, man. We in the building today, man. I told you we're gonna have a special show today, man. So right now, before we get started, let me DJ Maine. He gave me a call today, and my youngster's doing good down there in Virginia Beach, man. Doing very well in college. As y'all know, he's a co-host here at Step Your Game Up, the Youth Project, and a co-owner. DJ Low Hefe, he's at Duke Ellington. He's doing his thing, man, with the music, and we got them. We pretty much got them got this self focus on school right now. So that's what's going on. Today we got a special guest. We've been talking about music and go-go on, in the DMV area, man, and original songs. As you know, I'm the DJ on the Heartbeat Congo, and we've been really talking about go-go bands doing originals, just bands period in the DMV doing original songs, and they kind of got away from it over the years. So we got a young lady right now that she has a lot of originals of her own, and we came across each other. What was it, last week?
Yeah, Friday.
Last Friday at Penny Whiskey's. I was running the sound down there for Element and Tune, and we all down there. You never know who you're gonna meet. So we got into to a nice conversation, and this is where we at. So I invited her on the show today. So let's introduce yourself.
Hello, for those of you who don't know me, which might not be a lot of people. I'm Miss Quibee. I go by Miss Quibee. I have a band called Quibee and the Conspiracy Theorist. I do go-go and original music as well. And I'm originally from South Carolina, but I was pretty much raised in this area, not in D.C., but I was raised in Capitol Heights, Maryland. Hearing go-go for the first time, the first go-go band I think I heard was Junkyard Band.
Was it?
Junkyard in front of, it used to be a Morton's on Minnesota Avenue, and it was a little courtyard in front of it, and they were out there playing. That was the first time I had ever heard go-go music other than Chuck Brown's Bustin' Loose.
Okay.
That's the first time I had ever seen it live.
Okay. Wow, Morton's, man. Y'all remember that, man. Y'all remember that. The old Maypops. Y'all remember the Maypops, right? From Morton's, you know what I'm saying? The slippity slides. Yeah. Y'all remember them
That's
Jones.
why we were there.
Yeah. Believe me, they know about Morton's, man. Well, let me give you some history of me. I grew up in Capitol Heights.
Okay.
Right there off of Launchmont on Emo Street.
Okay.
The band that I started with was Oasis.
Okay.
Oasis band back in the day, and part of us went to Suitland, and part of us went to Bladenburg.
Okay.
As you know, Air Raid, their whole band came from Suitland, Doc and them. So we was a close family.
Right.
I got into go-go, I think, 16, 14, 15, around that time.
Right.
I was in junior high school, and we formed the band, Oasis Band, and Jimmy Jam and rock and roll, my little brother Raymond Harrod.
Right.
We are the original founders. Then we got Smitty, the keyboard player, and the bass player leading, and so on and so on. So, make a long story short, I got 10 years into go-go. Okay. And then I got 22 years into DJing. Okay. So I got 32 years in this business. Acquired 32.
Okay.
And you say you're originally from
Florence, South Carolina.
Wow. Well, that's where my wife is. Where she's born. Cool. And Chuck Brown down that.
He's from Gaston, North Carolina.
Yeah. Gaston, the Godfather, as you see him right there. Yep. Yeah. I told you we got him up in. We have him up in here. Yeah, we got to keep him.
The best that ever did it in y'all city, by the way.
Yeah. Yes, sir. So, tell me a little bit about your background in music.
Well, first of all, I come from a musical family. My sister, a lot of people don't know, Y'all been listening to the song for years. That Santa Claus is coming
Yeah.
to town. That's my sister.
Wow.
So my brother is Ellis.
Hold up, from Pleasure?
Yeah, Moody.
Ooh, with Boogie and them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she wasn't, back then she wasn't with the band. I remember her just doing that,
Doing
song.
that song.
She just
Okay.
did that song, so
Okay.
she wasn't
Well,
with
she was-
the
yeah.
band, but that's
Cool.
that song.
Cool.
So I just come from a musical family. My brother played with EU,
What's your
Ellis
brother?
Gerald.
Yep.
Yeah, so
Yep.
that's my brother.
Yep.
I'm sorry. Tell him to look at the
This is what they
camera.
do.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So no, it's not even that. I can't have a conversation with somebody and not look at them. So I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. So yeah. So my brother played with EU and stuff like that. So that's one of the main reasons why y'all just now seeing my face, because I was behind that for so long. I was kind of scared to do anything, and I decided not to speak until I actually had something to say, and I got a lot to say now.
Like 20 something, 30 years, ain't it?
What's that? That
That you done stay behind the scenes.
Yeah. I just started doing music literally in my late 30s. Now don't get it twisted. I've been me, Moody, and my brother Ellis. We all had a singing group back in the day called Promise.
Wow.
So I did a lot of stuff, but even then I wouldn't do anything up front. I wouldn't do it by myself, and it was only because that was my brother and my sister there with me. Other than that, not by myself. But now, please.
It's time.
Yeah, I don't want nobody with me now. I'm good by myself. But yeah, so about 2006, 7, somewhere around in there. I can't remember exactly when. But Certified Funk Band.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember them. They were getting back together, and one of the guys from the band, actually two of them called me from the band. Fats and Born at the time was in there, and Righteous. I don't know what y'all call him, what y'all name for him is, but they called me, and even then I was like, well, look, I'm not the singer. My sister is. They was like, no, we want you. We're calling you. We want you, to come and sing. So
cool.
I remember that day I went out to sing, and we had practice at Fat's house, and like I said, I had never done the front line thing. I had never been up front because I was too scared. I was too used to not, standing behind my brother and my sister because they had done so much, and like literally, we still listen to that Christmas song every Christmas. So that's a hard thing to come up. And like seriously, my people just started calling me Quibee.
Wow.
I've been Little Moody for the last 20 years, and that will piss me off. But so now I have my own name. I am Miss Quibee. I do my own thing. But
I hear that right.
Of
Y'all
course,
hear that right?
of course. Oh, they're hearing me now. I realize the haters and the naysayers and the sayers are saying my name.
We
So
ain't got there yet.
it's all good. But they called me for their band. I came in for the practice, and he had a bar there, and I remember sitting behind the bar with a microphone and just kind of stooped down in the corner, singing. And once I started singing, the reaction of everybody in the room, and I already knew it, I don't know, it's something about pain will make you do stupid stuff and not pay attention to what you actually have in your powers. And the reaction of all of those guys in that room, knowing that they are hella hard on musicians in this area, I was kind of scared. But when I saw their reactions, and then after the first show, it was like,
Easy.
that's it. So from there, I moved from Certified Funk Band to Total Recall. I did, they got back together, Earl and all of them.
Yeah, I got to see them up at a Meeks Lounge when I was DJing up there.
Okay, yeah. So yeah.
They all know who I am.
Okay. Well, speaking of Meeks Lounge, we'll be at my band will be at Meeks Lounge this Thursday coming up, showcasing all original music, original go-go, and original music.
Wow.
Both, okay? Once again, somebody from the South having to show you city boys how to do it for real, but okay. Yeah, I'm talking smack. But so, yeah, it was about 2006, 2007 when I actually started. So, but since then, I've just
been doing your thing.
building and keep working on my craft, and I'm here now.
Well, let me give you a little background on what's been going on with Go-Go. As you know, opinions and Go-Go. matter of fact, opinions, period. You have to respect it. You have to respect someone else's opinion. You're going to get that through life, opinions.
Right.
You're going to get good opinions. You're going to get bad opinions.
Right.
You're going to get negative opinions. You're going to get positive opinions.
Right.
You just got to be focused and humble.
Right. And
if they come with a negative opinion, keep it moving. Let it fly over your head and keep it moving. Stay humble. We've been talking about originals for a while in go-go, just in music in general in the DMV area.
Right.
It's just not go-go. It's just, doing your own original and getting it on the radio, not a go-go show. Like, I mean, it's good to get it on the show like this and our other shows, but try to get it mainstream, This is a platform, and reason why I'm doing this show, this is a platform for everybody. Kids, adults, everybody. It's a platform. And this is why I do it. I do it for the love of just helping people. It's free. If you got a business out there, it's free. But back to what we were talking about, go-go right now. Go-go is in a good place. You're going to have your haters. How well do we know about that? We just went through an incident this week with Heartbeat. But that situation is done. We move on. My thing is right now, we all got to stick together in this music and industrial, especially in the DMV area, because we need it. And go-go has been at a steady pace for so long, in the same place for so long, and now it's gently moving up. We got the Washington Go-Go, the Go-Go Washington, or what is it, Washington Go-Go's? Yeah, the Washington Go-Go. And that was a hell of a look for them last weekend, man. They had all the legends out there, man. It was great, having, yeah. Right. So we got the Go-Go B-League, the B-League basketball team, man, for DC, man. And like I said, y'all need to go on YouTube and watch it, man, because they actually had all the original, the legends out there. Right. Let me ask you a question on the women in go-go. Mm-hmm. Man, we got some bangers. We got some bangers in the DMV with singers and rappers, women. Mm-hmm. We got some bangers, man. Mm-hmm. But also we got some what I call go-go tone with music, singing. Y'all gotta understand. Don't get mad. My father was a singer, so I've been there, done that, and with my dad, and he wasn't just an ordinary singer. He's a professional singer. When James Brown actually came to him and wanted him to do backup with James Brown, so that's how good my dad was. And still today, me and my dad talk, and we talk about singers, man. And if y'all know about Sir Joe and the Free Souls, those are my dad's personal friends that I was just with like last week, and we was all talking about the singers. Mm-hmm. And what do you think about the women, our women singers and frontline women, that's on the front line, even in the percussion, because I've seen Kim Scott get on the congos, man, and tear the congos up. I've seen Belladonna, a lead rapper, get on the congos and the oh my God! Yes, I seen Miss Kim get on the. I seen what's her Halu? Is her name Halu for
Halima Peru?
What is it?
Halima Peru.
Peru. I'm sorry about that phrase, but you know what I'm saying. She's a hell of a singer. And
sorry about that to real artists.
Yeah,
I just want to.
Yeah, she's a killer, man. She's a killer, man. I'm telling you, man. So I'm just throwing some names out there, man. Michelle Blackwell. Oh my God. Singing the national anthem at the opening last week, man. That was crazy. That was hot. So what do you think about the women in our music industry?
I think they're great. They're doing. I mean, I love what they're doing. I think as with all go-go, I think we all need to and can do more. And I expect more. And like your DJ just kind of proved one of the biggest problems with go-go, not only with the women and the men, I don't mean no harm. Kim Scott, awesome. Awesome. And I guess maybe Kim is an easy enough name to remember, but there's no way you don't know that woman's name.
Exactly.
Paluma Peru.
Yeah,
There's no way we're missing names like that. There's no way we're passing over the Pam Wards and we're passing over.
That's the diva.
But see, here's the thing: their names don't get brought up much. Their names don't get brought up as much as now. Kim Scott, thank goodness we're just now starting to hear her name a lot.
Yeah.
You know, but
Pam, let me say this. Pam Ward has her name has been.
Her name.
She's my diva.
But here's my thing, though. Well, see, I guess maybe I think the universe starts working with me at the same time. When I start saying stuff, then it's like other people are like, oh. So then I look stupid because I've been saying something for a long time, and now when it's just now starting to come out, it's starting to happen. But these ladies' names weren't big when they should have been.
Exactly.
Especially not in this area.
Exactly.
When you're always saying that we have original music, but then the people that have the most originality, they don't get that shine in this area. You're robots. Everybody that's doing what everybody's doing. I can't, listen, and let me say this before I get off. I tend to ramble. When I ramble, it's because all this stuff is going through my head and it's frustrating that nobody understands. Backyard made that song Hello famous, as far as I'm concerned. Yep. Nobody was listening to Adele and Hello before that song. But do you know what happens is other bands start going and they're now trying to learn that song so they can do it. Because now, why are we, if they made it famous, why did anybody else feel the need to do that damn song? I don't know. But that's what happens every time. Yeah, that's just, that burns me up. I ain't gonna lie. That's one thing being from the South I never understood about DC Go-Go.
Oh my God!
Y'all made me hate the original song.
Yeah, we don't even.
Y'all made me hate the original song.
I won't even play it DJing. I don't even play the song with DJing.
It's frustrating because again, I can't. Again, like I said, I'm from South Carolina. I can't say DMV without people going, it ain't no DMV. This DC. This. All right, well, if you're gonna be that original and you're gonna go that hard at me, then. Where's something that has your name on it?
Exactly.
I got original music that I can go and put go-go or the pocket on top of it, but it's still my music. Y'all are constant. Y'all are famous. I tell you what you are famous for, DC. Making other artists famous. Pieces of Me. Who the hell was listening to Ashley Simpson? That's frustrating. There is so many talented artists right here in this area doing their own music. Shout out to Mr. Bria with Rare Essence right now. This young lady does her own original music. I ain't gonna lie, that kind of makes me feel some type of way to watch her up there doing everybody else's songs but her own. I feel some type of way about that. Because I know and have heard her, and I know she's nice.
Now, let me throw this out there. Could it be all about the money?
No. It's all about the mindset of the people. Because here we about to start saying this. Oh, well, this. Because here I'm gonna tell you once again. So I hate the term, but I've been coined the band whore. If I get tired and it's not working, if we're not growing, I got to go. If I can't be original and I can't be myself, I have to go. So I've hopped from band to band to band to band to band to band to band, and this is how I got to the point of building my own band. But I've heard so many times, man, ain't nobody trying to hear that. It ain't playing on the radio. Those songs that are playing on the radio weren't playing on the radio the first time they played them on the radio, and you liked them, and now you replaying them over and over and over again.
Before Trouble and them put their songs out on the radio, they was playing them matter of fact, they was playing them at the recreations. They were playing them at Anacostia. They were playing them at the schools. That's before they even got a record deal.
But that's the problem. We won't stand behind each other.
Sardines was played in Berry Farms before he even thought about getting on the radio.
Exactly. Exactly.
Right?
So technically, and see there again, that's an example of you supporting your own to the point where you make them famous. Like it's no reason why you can't do cover songs and put a go-go beat behind your own cover songs of your local artists or the people that are in your band. Come on, man, listen.
Exactly.
What's frustrating, like you just said, I watched the whole little beef and stuff go down on, with the bands beefing back and forth. Y'all look stupid. Y'all look dumb. Y'all all look dumb. You're competing over who does somebody else's stuff the best. You look dumb. This is original music. Where is your originality in your original music? You look dumb. And I'm tired of seeing it, and I'm tired of hearing and then here's the famous. I know somebody right now going, well, who is she? She's a nobody. I became a somebody in 1975 when my mama put my name on my birth certificate. So we're not going there today. I know what I know, and I can hear what I can hear. And it's frustrating again, because again, when I saw Junkyard in that courtyard banging on buckets, they were doing something original. We came from that to booed up 1,035,000 billion quadrillion times. Like, how are y'all comfortable with that?
That song came and went so fast, and people got tired of it so fast because every single band played it. I mean, every single band. We not even talking about go-go. We talking about.
Nah, I can name a million songs.
R&B bands and everything.
I can name a million songs that we've done that too. I don't want to hear Pieces of Me ever again in life. I don't want to hear Hello ever again in life. I don't want to hear, what was the back in the day, everybody was the, goodness. Giving you the best of me, amazing. Like, I'm so sick of hearing it. I'm sick of hearing it. I'm sick of it. But again, while y'all on the internet and y'all having these beefs and back and forth, so who's the best? You have real artists and real musicians that are sitting out here going, all of y'all suck. Because nobody, I can tell you who does somebody else's stuff the best, but at the end of the day, they've already gotten paid off what you're doing. You getting local money. I go out of town all the time and we play outside. Listen, there is money for go-go outside of D.C. And again, the man from Gastonia, North Carolina showed you that. Yeah. And y'all still didn't listen. Yeah. And it's to me, again, it's a disrespect to the legacy that man left behind, of all the originality that he left behind. Y'all went back to fighting about who does somebody else.
Well, you know me, I don't. Let me explain this with me. I don't pretty much get into the go-go thing too much with me because I'm not in the bands anymore.
Right.
I let them do them.
Right.
But I always, matter of fact, my theme song for this show is made by my man David Green, who was one of the keyboard players for Shady Groove.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
David Green. What's up, Dave? David Green made my theme song, and it's an original. It's his.
Cool.
David Green got so much original music. It's crazy. Okay. And he if anybody need any help with that, he said, man, reach out to him. He's on Facebook. David Green. He used to he was a keyboard player for Shady Groove, man. So, reach out to him, man. Like I say, man, you have to create your own lane in DC. DC is a little different than other places that I've been. The music industry is still the same. It's gonna suck you in if you ain't ready for it. My thing is I stay in my own lane. I created a lane for myself, and I stayed in my own lane.
Right.
Right. I got a good ear. I do sound. You heard the band.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I do sounds. The band sounded great last night, man. They got it in. And I'm doing sound for R&B jazz. I won't go to go-go. That I stay out of that. That ain't my lane. My lane is right where I created it, and where I'm going. And where I didn't create it. Matter of fact, God created that for me. He said, hey, Rick, here.
This is what you got.
This what you got.
Okay.
I'm gonna send you this direction, and that's the direction he sent me. So I mean, and you got to start realizing where you fit in and where you don't fit in. So.
Oh, I'm a Gemini. I go where the hell I want to.
I'm Cancer, so
everywhere.
I'm a Cancer, so I'm off
I
the
fit
chain,
in
man.
everywhere. But I do. I fit in everywhere.
Yeah,
this is why
that's me. But I just
I can't just do go-go. I can't just do R&B. I can't. I love reggae. I love rock. Yeah. I do it all. It's all in my. I love it. So
what are we? Matter of fact, we're gonna take a break in about 2 minutes. When we come back off that break, we're actually gonna listen to a couple of her originals.
We're gonna listen to pieces
Pieces
of my
of her,
originals. 'Cause
yeah,
remember,
pieces.
we in the city that
Oh
steals.
yeah.
We in the city that copies. Okay.
Yeah, so this is where we at. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is you know, I always say, man, stay in your lane. God always set things up for you. Sometimes we miss it. I done missed it a lot of times. I'm gonna tell you, I done missed it a lot of times. A lot of people don't understand me. I'm real simple. I'm straightforward. I ain't got no cut cards. I could take positive criticism. I just can't take negative criticism. I know the difference. Hey, you can, if I'm doing something wrong, please correct me. Correct me, please. Because that ain't gonna do nothing but make me better and grow. And if you can't understand positive criticism, then get out the business. It's just that simple, because you're going to get positive criticism throughout your life, you know, and the kids, start teaching the kids the difference from right and wrong, because y'all keep saying they know right from wrong. No, they don't, because half time some of the parents haven't even told them right from wrong. I'm sorry.
Depending on what that is.
You know, well, if you was in the school system,
I mean, if I punch you right now, you know it's probably gonna hurt, so you probably know it's wrong to punch somebody.
Before we take this break, I'm gonna get away from this for 1 second. Well, matter of fact, when we come back, I'm gonna take a break. When we come back, I'll get into that, and then we'll talk about it. This is your boy DJ Rick. Step your game up, the Youth Project. We'll be right back.
Let's go.
Right back.
Hey, Lisa, it's your birthday, baby. We're going to shoot us out to you. They tell me this right here is one of the ladies' anthems. You dig? Hey. I see you, Robert. It's for the ladies. Hey, Pat. swingery and wall on. 1, 2, 3 steps, whatever your pleasure, we aim to please. Got a whole lot of boys, Frank Williams,
Don't get about Big Robert Trade. Down and down the friends up in here. Also that Southview Jam off. Well, let's get down, baby. Don't get about Miss Joe Diaz. Ain't the nail in Jamila Who. Also Big Robert Trouble's up in here. Glad to see Trouble. The bar. Also we got Miss John and friends. Also Charles and Ed. Hey Smoke, do it by yourself. Do it by yourself, Smoke. Little something, y'all, get the party jumping. We might only take 5 minutes, y'all.
Yeah.
We'll do Del Rey. Little something for the tape recorder. Also, we got Miss Sabrina Tanya up in here. Here we go.
Yo, this your boy DJ Rick, man. We back on Step Your Game Up the U project, man. Today we got our very own young lady here doing her thing, and we're gonna listen to some of her pieces and bits of her originals. So when you're ready, we can.
You could have me have it queued up, man. Got me looking crazy. This is just, these are just practices, CDs,
Okay.
but they still, the audio's good. The only thing we're missing, like I said, I do go-go and original, so we do a little bit of both. It definitely does. This is a lot of this stuff is literally being made weekly.
Okay.
So I have enough probably right now to put out 2 or 3 albums for this year. But we have something definitely coming before 2018 is over. So we're looking around December.
Who got y'all Meeks Lounge?
Actually, sound man Gregory McNeil.
Okay.
He hit me this morning and just asked me to do it. So that's how that came about. He just literally just hit me this morning.
My man Ron Gaines up there at Meeks Lounge, man. What's up, Ron? It's your boy DJ Rick, man. I left Meeks last year. I was up there for almost a year. You know.
No, you said Meeks. No,
Meeks.
you said Meeks. It's not Meeks. It's the meeting place.
Oh, yeah, the meeting place.
The meeting place. I'm sorry. It's
right there off 301. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So we'll
okay,
be there
cool,
this Thursday.
Cool.
We'll be there this Thursday.
Cool. Matter of fact, when we get off, make sure they let me tell them I'm coming VIP. Tell them
Okay,
let me
cool.
in.
Well, it's free anyway, so
Okay.
it's a free
Okay,
event. So
cool.
definitely come out.
Yeah, I'm gonna come up there and support that.
Definitely.
So, what's the name of the band?
Miss Quibee and the conspiracy theorist.
Wow.
Anybody behind me, they're always my conspiracy theorist.
give me the I like
Because I use different players behind me,
Okay,
but I'm
okay,
ultimately a
okay.
solo artist, and I have
Cool.
that going on.
Being in the city all these years, man, I'm 54 years old. Being in the city all these years, and just seeing, how DC is, and just I hate to say it, just in blacks in general.
Right.
We need to educate our minds a little bit better, get a little bit better. You know, I walk past people, and my grandparents always say hi, you know, to someone, and a lot of times I say hi to someone, they frown their face. I mean, damn, you having a bad day? You just woke up most of the time. I mean, damn, you know. We just got to do better, you know, as a whole, you know, and if we're gonna make this music genre go anywhere, you know, and I know everybody's in their own lane and everybody's doing their own thing, and some people are progressing, you know, but if they want go-go, it's a lot of cleaning up got to be done with go-go, and just got to clean it up for it to go somewhere, you know. I'm not going with the $4.95 and all that stuff. That ain't where I'm at. We just got to clean it up, you know. They going to have to clean it up like they did rap. When rap went, how rap went, they cleaned it up and they packaged it up, and look where it's at now.
I don't know about cleaning it up more than
Well,
commercializing it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I mean by cleaning it up.
Listen, Chuck gave y'all the blueprint.
But it ain't that easy.
Chuck gave you the blueprint.
It ain't that easy. It's DC.
It's DC. We just had 2 girl bands in Africa.
Yep.
So those excuses are gone,
Yep.
black man.
Yep.
They're gone, black woman.
Yep.
There's no more excuses. You didn't have an excuse before then, as far as I'm concerned. And as far as I'm concerned, it took so long to get to that place because of what you're doing. You're stifling yourself. Mm-hmm. You're stifling. And this is another thing I wanted to say, just about, you know, you asked me earlier about female singers. Mm-hmm. I noticed myself, just in a short time that I've sung with go-go bands, it destroyed my voice. Mm-hmm. It will destroy your voice. You
hear me say, what did I say, something tone? Go-go tone? Go-go tone? It's go-go tone.
It's because I mean, you're literally, listen, man, like you said, you just got to do better. I'm not even going to keep going into that, but it will destroy your voice, and it will destroy your sense of what is actually original and what's not.
Exactly.
Because that just like I said, it doesn't make any sense to keep calling it original music, and nobody's doing original music.
Okay. Well, we're running out of time, but the 24th, are y'all coming in?
Of course, yes, we'll be here.
Do a live show.
We're
they want to do a live show.
Yes.
So we're going
for today.
He loves live shows. I'm gonna tell you.
Oh.
He said earlier y'all was gonna have some live.
We was gonna do.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. We're disappointed today.
The 24th, we are gonna have a live band, so you gotta bring your instruments, and we'll set you.
Saturday, right?
Yeah, and we'll set you up right here, and we'll go from there. Before we get off the air, let me. I don't have to really talk about this, but I want to talk about this because y'all need to know. One of the things why I left the school system, I just left the school system for the second time. I just resigned from the school system a month ago. One of the reasons why, because I know me as a man, sometimes it gets to a point where you want to put one of them little kids, right? One of them little grown, ratchet young men through the wall. And I'm sorry to say it like that, but I'm going to say it like that. If you're not in the school system and you're not there seeing this every day, don't jump out there with me. Because some of you parents, they're supposed to be parents, and you say you know your kids. You don't know your kids. You know your kids at home, but you don't know your kids when they come to school. Because some of them, as soon as they come to school, they go through the front door, out the back door. Every single day, I used to walk in that school, and the first thing I hear is B's, M alphas, P, F's. I mean, everything that you can imagine out there in my house. I had a young man jump out there, and this is 210 pounds solid. And when I say I would have put his little humpunts through a wall and been locked up, that's where I would have been. But that ain't why I resigned. I resigned because I had my own business, DJ Rick Entertainment. I went back to the school system for the wrong reasons. After seeing 2 videos on YouTube, Facebook, on social media this week, and seeing a teacher who just came back from cancer treatment get punched in the face, I damn near lost it. Because that's somebody's mother, grandmother, aunt, cousin, and Baltimore school system didn't do a damn thing about the kid. Like I said, we got to do better as blacks. Got to do better as blacks of raising your kids, correcting your kids. I'm sorry. I've been in the school system long enough to see what's going on in the school system. Damn if you do, damn if you don't. Some of you teachers, you're scared to lose your job because if you say something, if you do something, you're going to lose your job. I done seen hundreds of teachers get laid off because the kid said something and wasn't the right and wasn't the truth. And we was right there.
Can I speak on that just a little bit?
Yeah. And just let y'all know, man, we gotta do better. You know, because if that was my mother, I'd be locked up. Because I would have grabbed that child and I would have grabbed the parent. It would have been what it would have been. You know, and I'm sorry to say it like this, but that's like if that was my mama, I'm sorry. And yeah, I'm a grown man, but if that was my mama, got punched like that. And Baltimore school system did not do anything. You want?
I'm used to having the unpopular opinion, and I'm gonna say something that's gonna ruffle a whole lot of feathers, and you might put me out after this. That little young man is your fault. That young man is my fault. That young man is his fault. That young man, what you just said, didn't even make. I understand why you said it. That young man, for whatever reasons, is frustrated, and he felt that he should handle his frustration with violence. You're going to do the same thing because you're frustrated that he punched your mama, and you wonder where the youngin' got it from. Well, a lot of us, me, and I know I'm guilty of it.
Feelings.
That
was my feelings.
And that's what's raising these kids.
But the thing is we know what the problem is because they see it from the parents.
It's not just the parents. It's not just the parents. I'm tired of talking. Listen. We've known since we've all been born that there's kids out here with no parents. We can't keep making that excuse. Like you said, we got to do better. If they don't have a parent, and listen, I've worked in the mental health system, mental health field for the last 21 years. I've never had that happen. And I've worked with the adolescents, I've worked with the youth and everything. I like to say, let me say I've had that happen one time, but it didn't go that far where I've had a kid that hit me. I realized that a lot of people, even me, I'm guilty of not being able to channel my energy and do the right thing with my anger, and I'm lashing out violent. I got a arrest record this long. No convictions, because I don't start nothing. But I listen, I'm not running nowhere. I'm not running, but I understand walking around with that anger and frustration and nobody understand you. And this generation is the most ignored and disrespected generation ever. They have no love, and then we're blaming them. Listen, how much are we going to sit here and keep looking at these? I remember the elders doing it to us. I remember the elders that got out of their cars. It was a group of us standing over there. They get out of their cars and purposely look that way. You're already teaching me that I'm a nobody. You won't even acknowledge me, elder, and you want me to respect you. No, listen, they're getting it from somewhere. The fruit on the tree is not going to be rotten if something is not wrong with the branches, if something is not wrong with the roots, and something is not wrong with the foundation it was pointed in. So we got it. So instead of us all getting, and again, some of the responses that I was seeing under those posts that you're talking about, we know where the boy got it from. He deals with his frustration with violence. Y'all talking about doing the same thing to him? Ain't nobody talking, ain't nobody asked what's wrong with him.
This is what this show is all about. I'm just saying
I got you, right.
My thing is this my thing is, and see, I see it every day in the school system.
Right.
I see parents come in.
Right.
I see parents come in and curse, yell, and the child sitting right there when they're doing it.
Oh yes,
That's
where they get it from.
And reason why I say it starts at home. It still starts at home.
Sometimes.
I'm saying if they got parents, it starts at home. Regardless, if they got parents, it starts at home.
Yes, this is true.
It's just like my kids.
Yes.
It started at home.
But you do realize some of those teachers in that school that are just as disrespectful as those kids started
hold
at home.
Hold on.
Came to the school to teach other disrespectful children.
We're going to get on another subject with the teachers.
Some of these teachers are out of control. Some of these
Well,
teachers, like you said, are there, first of all, again, they're there for the wrong reasons. If you are in the school system for a check, you should not be there.
Nope.
You should not be there, especially now in this climate. You should not be in our school system if you don't care. And I've literally witnessed it with my own 2 children. I had a problem child, and I had the good kid.
Me too.
Yeah, but they both ended up under those same screwed up teachers.
Well,
But the only problem was it was with my problem child. I couldn't really say anything to that teacher because my child was the big focus. But when it was the kid that doesn't do nothing and the same thing is happening, now it's a problem.
Well, see, this how I handle mine. I handle mine the way I seen it, the way I went wrong.
Right.
With myself.
Right.
See, I handled it that way.
Right.
And both of my kids graduated from college.
Right.
They did what they're supposed to do. One of my child there, she was off the chain.
Right.
But I handled it the way it's supposed to because of what I took myself through. My mother ain't take me through that. Ain't nobody take me through that. I took myself through that.
Right.
And this is why I say it starts at home. It starts at home with the parents, with the kids who have parents.
Right.
It starts at home.
Right.
And my thing is, I seen it every single day with some of these parents coming in. I seen a parent come in with their child and literally going to principal office. They had a meeting, and then they supposed to be going out the door. They rushed right upstairs and attacked the teacher.
Oh wow. So yeah, I mean, you know.
So I mean, and
yeah, both sides.
I'm just saying that's how I felt at that time. That's how I felt at that time because that lady just came from cancer treatment,
right?
And that child literally, I mean, damn near broke his fist off in that lady. Did you see it, Reg?
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
And
don't get me twisted. I understand if that's your mama. I got mad watching it, but I got mad for more than one reason.
Well, I got mad because like I said, it starts at home.
Like what's in your mind is not stopping you from hitting the old lady. Like what's wrong? And it's not just him. It's a lot of them. Like nobody is watching this. For them to not care that much, somebody has to. There's a whole lot of people to not feel like nobody cares, that they don't care. Nobody cared enough for them to feel like that.
Matter of fact, we gonna come back and have another session on this joint because it's got to be a part 2 to this, and we gonna get on the subject of the teachers, and how I was at Crossland High School, and why the kids cling to me. So. It's great.
We need some educators in here. I definitely have that for you. You know I don't shake hands.
We don't shake hands. Well, I'm glad you came. I'm glad I met you.
Yeah.
This is your boy DJ Rick from Step Your Game Up, man. And we'll see you on the 24th, man, because I got a DJ next week. We're gonna have a rerun next week. And we're gonna have you we'll see you on the 24th, man. That's where we at. You got any shout outs?
Nope.
No shout outs?
Everybody that I love, they know I love them. You know, that's too many people to shout out to. I love all y'all, even my haters.
Yeah, so, this is your boy DJ Rick. I'll see you next time. Yes, sir. Well, Facebook.